It's like,
that's right.
he's fine, but it's just like, you know, I'm like, dang, you've been nerfed. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the side stick isn't KOing at orange, sure, but here we go, starting off the game one between Jakeyy Saphir versus Rayzox and Delta. Now, Jakeyy is someone I'm always happy to see, especially like, you know, there was a little bit of Sandstorm Tesca and a little bit of, what's his face? Moonier Tesca, and like we had a couple, but then it looks like everyone else that was playing Tesca kind of dropped it. You know, West had it for a little bit as well. Oh my god, we're just gonna, Rayzox almost
dive kick and the weapon throw, but then Jakeyy missed the ledge. Rayzox manages to drift back after the recovery.
Saphir here? Oh, that should have been a ground pound for sure. Oh,
Saphir does get the ground pound. And then there's his way back in. And they're getting the combo on the Delta. The dive kick and the ground pound doesn't hit. Jakeyy tries to get the side air, and that forces the dodge. And that's going to be 5 stocks to 2. Red team taking the lead. Yeah, Jakeyy has been playing, actually notably became relevant with the Tesca launch.
Yes.
Right? Whereas like once he started playing the Tesca, that's when the placements happened and they haven't stopped. Saphir on the other side playing the Ulgrim like we expected. Delta on the Teros. This is like the character that he made the upset on against Hughes at Valencia in 2023, and ever since has been always there to be playing Teros regardless of how meta he is or not.
Which I think is a good call. I mean, I don't think anyone will tell you that Teros is bad. In fact, people should still be playing him.
There was a time, though, that Hammer was so bad that people thought Teros was bad.
Which was not true.
Was it never true?
It's never been true.
But everyone believed it. So, I mean, at that point, right, the meta is what it is. Rayzox down to 1 stock, down tick not going to hit. Saphir hits him with that side air. Rayzox trying to go for the edge guard here onto Jakeyy. Jakeyy makes it back. Nice. Yes, he does. Waits out that dodge, but in the meantime, Saphir ends up going down, and all of that trouble that Jakeyy put into recovering is all for naught as he goes down right when he gets back to the stage. Delta is cleared off the board right as well, and now it's completely dead even.
Yeah, clean slate here. Delta coming in with this Teros, of course, trying to kind of wreak havoc, break things up a little bit. We're going to have a bit of a split, a chance for Delta maybe. Nope. Going to get caught on the right side of the stage. Jakeyy taking an opportunity to go ahead and get that boots recovery, rack up a bit of damage. Accidental friendly fire onto his teammate, though, but it's not going to be a big problem.
Falls with a nair. Rayzox goes to the center stage. Oh, gets reversal by Jakeyy. Let's see, anything with the boots here? No, Rayzox just gets the sidelight stop, side air. Oh, ground pound into the Saphir downlight. Sure, the knockback wasn't bad, but Jakeyy went from orange to red in an instant. That's just a stock. Saphir is trying to get the revenge knockout here. Ulgrim down sig, maybe? I don't know. What do you have to stop this from happening?
I mean, side sig for sure if you're willing to let it rock.
Yeah, but once you do that, that's your final move.
You know, yeah, fair, but you know, you get the chase dodge, you make it work.
That's going to be it. Close game. If Jakeyy didn't get hit by like 5 moves in a second, I think it was like he got hit by like axe neutral light, accidental friendly fire, got ground pounded into his axe downlight, and it was just... It was instantly gone. And then this was after that happened, and then we saw how much damage he had because he got hit by 1 Sair and he just went down.
Yeah, and especially it's a Teros Sair too. Like another character probably making it back at that damage range, to be honest. But Teros definitely just kind of locks it in that your stock is done.
We're going into game 2. Jakeyy and Saphir had a really solid start. I don't think that game made me think that Rayzox and Delta are going to just take this 3-0, but we'll see how it plays out. Weapon spawns are now out for everybody as Rayzox picks up the bow. And both teams looking for their first starter. Nice job. Gets the combo onto Rayzox. That was a beautiful team combo.
Okay, yeah, and just kind of gets to complete it as well. Ooh, gets double with the down air here. Goes for the weapon toss into an unarmed down air. It's not going to work. Gets scooped. Saphir does get the touch there. I didn't think it was going to happen, but goes really low and just kind of throws the stock away. I'm not really sure why he did that.
I don't know why either of them were doing what they were doing.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Ground pound catches him going down. Great call up from Rayzox. Gets the lead here in game 2. Yeah, Jakeyy had some really cool ideas when he got them both with the boots there, and then everything afterwards manifested into a win for the blue team. So
it's the greed, you know. It's the greed. There's 7 deadly sins, and gluttony is the one that's kind of taking him out right now.
But if it worked out, right, we wouldn't even be talking about how it was a punishment. Oh, Saphir goes over for the weapon throw, gets the down heavy. Okay, there goes Delta, but Saphir's so damaged.
Okay, got one. We're taking it back. We're pulling back from the depths here, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to be enough. We're getting a start from Jakeyy on the left side, getting a bit of a string starters, but not much follow-up.
Delta's on Sair duty. Okay, or recovery.
Recovery duty. Weapon throws should be enough.
Same result. Oh, what a snipe!
Nice. Good coverage.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't hit Rayzox. And then the Nair to stop Jakeyy in the midst of his sidelight sends him off the top of the stage. 4 stocks to 2. This is looking hard for the red team to come back from.
It's just weird because none of the weapons that the red team is using really has. I guess Gauntlets maybe is the most you'll get for like a quick KO off stage, right? But otherwise, like Axe not really gonna do it.
Yeah, but even then, Teska's neutral signature, oddly enough, is like, despite having a spiking animation, is much more useful when you use it on stage. Yeah. Because without the slamming them into the ground, you don't get sent very far.
You change that back. I like the way it was before. You know, but I'm just saying, like it made sense.
Either way, now it's more of just like yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it, but does not have that early knockout potential that you would expect. I think the Boots neutral sig has a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
But either way, ground pound comes through. Could get the team combo into Rayzox, but Rayzox gets through with a down air, side air, Saphir as well. Jakeyy neutralizes the wrong way, and that's going to take down Saphir's last stock. It is now Rayzox to 1. I don't think Delta minds too much. Rayzox might though.
At this point, you know, you get 1 clean hit.
Whoa!
If Jakeyy can, oh no,
you get 1 clean hit, and then you fast fall into the blast zone.
I didn't think he would be able to touch the corner there. Wow, he just fell out of a down air, got caught by the down sig, and there's the actual GG. Rayzox and Delta securing game number 2. Jakeyy and Saphir, honestly, I mean, you look at Saphir's damage, I'm really like 263 damage, something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot lower than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, not great.
The way the game looked, it looked like Jakeyy was getting beat up, but he actually put a lot of damage in despite all of that. Saphir never really was able to get anything started, but we've got the...
Because you got to think about it too, right? Like Jakeyy, a lot of the hits that Jakeyy got were on both members of the blue team at the same time.
Yeah, that's right.
So it kind of skyrockets his damage number up. Yeah.
3, 2,
but
1,
really, I just kind of attribute that loss to the way that first stock was played. It was kind of like played pretty consistently afterward, but weren't able to kind of have that explosive moment to bring themselves back to even. Just trying to go for maybe a little bit too much with the offstage edge guard, which is fine, right? You look like a genius when it works, but then when it doesn't, kind of look like fish out of water. And so hopefully this time around, you know, they're able to play a little bit more compact. But all I can really say so far is that, like, it's just a little bit of slop. Just a little bit. They're still
yeah,
great,
they get their win, and then they take it too far, and it turns into a loss. I mean, they should just go back and reset and do the same thing that they did again. Not every neutral win has to be an all or nothing. Side sig comes through from Saphir. Stop sider into down sig. Nice save from Jakeyy, but the downer will spike them both. And Saphir chase dodges up just to go down. Beautiful downer from Rayzox. Good start for the blue team. I said I wasn't expecting this to be a 3-0, and it's just shaping up to be that way. I don't think Jakeyy and Saphir, like, if we played this set again, I don't think it's a 3-0 several times in a row, but it's looking like it's heading that way. Let's see if they can bring a game onto the table. Oh, that damage so bad there. Side air. Okay, neutral light comes through. Weapon throw. Rayzox is playing really tight. The player that's been playing better and better every game, the more than I'm watching, is Rayzox for me. He's like playing phenomenally. Down sig does not combo into the side sig there, but Delta was ready. Jakeyy finally takes him down. Let's see if Delta can make it back. Cannot.
Okay. Not too bad so far. Let's see if Jakeyy and Saphir can bring it back. They were in a pretty similar situation in the last game.
Yeah, it's just the previous game state. Sider ends up getting interrupted by the Nair from Saphir, but that down tick will take him down, and it's 4 stocks to 2. Winners bracket stocks for both Jakeyy and Saphir here.
Nice.
Okay, could be huge. Let's see if they get that edge. Okay, he does end up going down.
Okay, that's fine, honestly. All things considered here. Ooh, pass over to Saphir. Tries to chase it with the recovery to see if a little bit extra damage.
I remember when Megdi and Radish brought that onto the scene.
I know,
The D-Light pivots there.
Everyone was complaining about it on Twitter, you know?
It was like, this is too broken. Don't see too much of it anymore. Oh, Rayzox could go down here. If he does, then red team's got themselves a chance.
Jakeyy trying to clock in overtime there. The down sig is going to be enough. You have a chance here. You can see Rayzox kind of biding his time in the sky, and all that defense going to be hard to knock out here. Saphir really just has to play perfectly to give Jakeyy some time to rack up this damage. Jakeyy has consistently in the past games been the one putting on those damage numbers, and he needs to find these openings now.
Oh, falls a stomp.
Don't hit each other. They're hitting each other way too much.
Sarah again.
Oh, that's going to be game here, I think.
But the save from Saphir actually could change everything. Gets the ground pound. That's huge. It went from being game to being very doable. Team combo gets the nair, neutral light, into the down sink, into the recovery. No, Delta barely survives.
Oh, snap. They might have been able to pull this one back from the brinks of death.
Oh. Okay, gets the side light. Slides down that down heavy. Okay. And it's
I got a platform.
It's very rarely that I feel like. No, I am pretty surprised by that result.
I need to see the replay of how he ended up losing, because there was a double edge guard scenario here where it should have been Delta's just waiting too long, I think.
Yeah, you know, Delta just didn't pull the trigger.
Because that should have not been a scenario.
Team combo into this, the neutral light gets the down sig. The recovery needed to like happen instantly, I think, for that to be able to combo.
I think he needed to jump closer before charging it, right? Because then what happens is the down sig hits, he gets popped up, and the recovery's too far to the right that it needs to travel to the left to hit him when he's bouncing up. If he had just jumped closer before starting his charge, then it would have connected.
It's a little of a weird one too, because
but I don't know that it would have more force than the down sig itself.
The Tesca down sig is also a little steerable.
Yeah.
So it's tough in the moment to say exactly where you should be positioning, because you might get hit by the splash. So, no, it's just a hard follow-up. But you're right. Like because the knockback wouldn't stack, it would just take the Lance's knockback, which you're right. I don't think it's more powerful.
I don't think that would be enough.
Yeah. I mean, the damage would have been nice, but either way, they are able to close it out. They stopped the 3-0 from happening there, as much as I felt like it was guaranteed for Rayzox and Delta. And now Saphir and Jakeyy have a chance to bring this to a game 5.
Okay, let's see. Because they, truth be told, they had to clutch up in the moment where it counted, and they did. But they need to consistently be able to play that well and find opportunities like that, because that seems to be like a diamond in the rough. I'm not quite convinced yet that they have the ability to consistently do that. So we're going to test that in game number 4
here. Right, the
here.
consistency is the key. Because I was going to say game 1 there was evidence of it, but then it kind of went away. And you said the word that I was thinking, which is that their consistency is not quite there. Nice edge guard from Rayzox, who, by the way, I would say has a lot of consistency out of everybody on screen so far. Where I look at that last game, and I'm not so concerned. But let's see, Jakeyy and Saphir doing pretty good so far. That sider could take Rayzox down, and that's an even game. If they take Delta here, it's the lead. That's recovery. All right, red team with the first lead in a while.
Let's see.
Jakeyy's finally starting to hit those bread and butter combos. The D-Light pivot side air to bring Rayzox back on the stage. We didn't really see that all at the beginning of the set, and now it's starting to come through.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely playing into each other more now, right? You see Saphir setting up for a team combo there. And there we go, another N-Light as well. Wow, cheeky chase dodge pattern there from Delta to go ahead and try and
Saphir's getting so much extra damage and finally goes down, but that was damage galore from everybody on Saphir. Gets the recovery onto Jakeyy, ground pound, gets him dodging in, sidelight nair. The team damage, I guess, is worth it coming out from Delta. Ow. Oh, no, that could be both of them. Oh, the recovery gets in the rubber there, but then Jakeyy right away with that chase dodge into the ground pound. Rayzox goes off the side of the stage. If he goes down, that's it.
Wow. Okay. All right, I eat my words. The consistency is there.
Gets a spike on the end sig, tries to go up for the nair, recovery.
The consistency is there.
I
give it up.
I don't know. I don't want to say they suddenly became consistent. It's more like that gamble that they took in game 2 paid off.
Yeah, I mean, fair. When you go to Vegas, you gotta spend money to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just winning. Rayzox with the 197, and that was me saying that he was so consistent. And look at that, just gets deleted.
I mean, you can be consistent in multiple directions, right?
Yeah.
You can be consistently winning, and you can be consistently getting your butt smacked.
Oh, they were so close to a 3-0. This has got to be so stressful for Rayzox and Delta. Jakeyy and Saphir, however, are playing so good now.
Game 5.
We're going to game 5.
Back to Fortress?
Fortress is going to be.
You lost here twice.
We also won here twice. What they're thinking.
Sometimes you just need to go step outside, touch some grass, you know?
Yeah.
People say, bring back Mammoth Fortress. The grass was there.
And the Mammoth Fortress is back, but it's the desert. So the map's exactly the same. The knockout. It takes too long to knock out the top. Bring back Mammoth. It's just the same. It's like we literally copy pasted. Anyways, I'm not getting into it. We're going to the game number 5 here. Ensig ends up comboing the recovery from the lamp, so that time does get the combo through, and the knockback's enough to take him down. Rayzox down to 2 stocks. I think Rayzox might have actually just mental boomed from game 3. This is going pretty bad for them. Recovery comes through. Jakeyy, however, could go down here, avoids the down air, gets back to the stage, avoids the pogos, and through all of that, they get a team combo onto Rayzox, and the down air, no, he doesn't get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he was expecting maybe an unarmed recovery instead of the nair there. Either way, huge damage. Unfortunate, because that edge guard was a guaranteed one, and it was a matter of just not spacing your hitboxes just quite well enough to be able to secure it. And so that kind of gave Jakeyy and Saphir a huge opportunity to create quite a lead for themselves here. But if they can send Jakeyy down to a second stock, things will be fairly even here. Or if they want to collapse on Saphir, that's a great option as well. Whatever they do, they just have to make their decision and execute it quickly.
Ooh, downlet does not come through. Jakeyy finally goes down.
Chance for a swing
Saphir
here.
sending flying towards the top. Falls out of the down
let's
stick.
go.
It catches him, drags him down off the stage, and then the side air from the hammer hit. So that was a
What
really
coverage, right? Like, that's crazy.
Fascinating interaction. I'm just impressed that worked.
He covers so many things there.
Saphir now down to his winner bracket stock no matter what. Game 5 here. Delta taking a ton of damage. It's a very deceptive lead for the blue team. It's so easy for them just to get a 3 stock to 2 lead and then get that 1v2. Jakeyy sent flying. Saphir could go down to that ground pound.
Nice weapon throw coming up
Saphir's
from
now taking
Rayzox.
too much damage, I think. This might be too much to come back from.
It's hard to say. If you're able to get a stock like this, like now that I'm like Saphir's here, he's in orange and he's Ogrim, he can take like 1 good trunk hit, you know? And so that means you have enough time that like if Jakeyy gets a setup, you can try to 2v1 someone.
Oh. Here we go. And that weapon throw puts him off the right side of the stage. Slide charge down Sig. Does get punished, but only burned by 1 nair. Jakeyy forced to play the 1v2. He just has to. Saphir cannot be the one initiating.
Oh, missed the combo.
He misses it, and he hits his teammate. Not a great start. Rayzox goes deep on the side of the stage. Sideline Sider's going to take him down. Now Jakeyy in the 1v2.
He dodged up, right? Like,
Yeah.
and he still got caught by the stairs.
He did.
That's rough stuff. Rough stuff.
Down to covering the weapon there. Rayzox just going to continue guarding it. They're not even denying it. That weapon throw will snipe him. It's going to be a 3-2 for the blue team, finishing what they started in game number 3. Are going to take it and move on to winners final here at the EU Doubles Championship. We see that edge guard on Jakeyy. Just the same ground pound coming through. Side sig for side sig. What do you think?